pointless to begin with, and it now has to be undone.
Megan Woods.
Excellent call, Mr. Chair. Thank you. I'm happy to take a call on this. As my colleagues have said, that we are happy to support this because this was legislation that was wrong from the outset. This was legislation that did not do anything to encourage tertiary education in this country. This was legislation that did nothing to improve us and lead us on the path to being an economy that was truly based on legislation. We see this as one small beacon of light in this legislation that we're debating this morning, this very important legislation that we've come back under urgency to debate about how we're going to fix our great nation. We're talking about the scrapping of a half-baked scheme that was doomed to fail. And what we're not seeing in its place, we're doing some fix-up here, but we're not seeing any great vision from National in this budget to actually do anything to encourage education and the creation of an economy that is truly based on innovation in this budget. Instead, what we're seeing is some money put into the front end of science while we're treating the back end, the people, our greatest resource in terms of innovation, as an extractive industry. Apparently now, what we don't want in this country is postgraduate research. This is something that's not going to be encouraged, and actually what we're going to do is we're going to set up a student allowance scheme that explicitly rules out doing that. Wouldn't want to be educating the masses too much. That might lead to actually raising incomes, creating more jobs and getting an economy that works. I have not missed the purpose of this bill because what we're here doing is playing fix-up on legislation that was wrong-cited, that was wrong from the outset, and we will be back here soon paying fix-up on other legislation that is being introduced in this budget that is going to do nothing to improve this country. This was a half-baked bill. It's a total failure. And I do note that the member opposite talked lyrically at the time of its introduction about what a great piece of legislation this was. I'm looking forward to her call on why it is that we need to get rid of it now. Back here, only 3 short years after it was introduced. So how long will it be till we're back here having to pay fix-up on the other short-sighted measures that we're seeing in Budget 2012 from the National Government? Will we be back giving the money back to the paper boys? You're quite right there, David Clark. Will we be back saying that we're actually killing innovation in this country? We are not backing our young people and we are doing nothing to create a brighter future. In fact, all we're doing is filling Air New Zealand's planes over to the Gold Coast. There is nothing in this budget to keep people here. This is too little, too late. A U-turn on what was a mistake 3 years ago does nothing to fix our economy. Thank you.
Andrew Little.
No, that's not my name.
Sorry, Andrew Williams.